It's not quite 5 o'clock in the morning, and already Boulogne awakes. The fishing boats enter into the port with fresh fish caught from the night's catch. It's time to unload. The buyers arrive in great numbers, and it's a case of first come, best served. It's not a coincidence that the House of PERARD heads the queue and chooses this first fishing port in France as its main suppliers of freshly caught fish. There's no time to lose. Checking out the fish, turning it over, and finding the best product is of prime importance, as this will determine the quality of the finished product. The transactions are intense and serious, and there we have it. The catch has been negotiated. All that's left to do is to load the goods onto the lorry. But the day's only just beginning. Whereas the fishing boats return to sea in order to satisfy new customers, PERARD's selection heads its way towards the production unit. Direction Le Touquet. The factory is modern and from the onset shows the company's pledge of quality. The establishment has to answer to strict European food standards. As soon as the fish is unloaded, the manufacturing process can begin. The production is done on the premises and starts with the preparation of the fish. It needs to be cut and sorted. Handling is quick, but it's the know-how and the dexterity that count. Speed is of the essence, so that the fish are kept as fresh as possible. Only the best fish fillets, whole fish and the traditional fish stock are used for the soup. Once the fish has been finely chopped, it's then sent to the kitchens for cooking. Again, nothing's left to chance. Hygiene is of the utmost importance in order to meet with the European standards. Vast containers are needed to bring it all to the boil. The main ingredient of the soup is of course the fish, but its reputation is gained through the unique know-how of Serge PERARD and his secret formula. Last, everything's ready to start the cooking process. The fish, the different herbs, and the final touch added by the House of PERARD. The superb colour of the soup can only get better, and already the taste buds are beginning to work. All operations are closely monitored in the factory unit, where the human senses can never be replaced by machines. Once again, special attention is paid to the safety and hygiene in order to meet with the European standards. A liquidizing process ensures the smoothness that will enable a maximum concentration of sea salt minerals, important for bone development in children. An aroma invades the cooking area, awakening the senses of sight, smell, and taste. The soup should be smooth and creamy. And just like wine, each new vintage should be the best. At the House of PERARD, it's the experience and the know-how that makes the difference. Now mixed and cooked to perfection, the soup is ready to be bottled. Once again, in order to respect the tough hygiene laws, the jars must undergo the rigorous process of steam cleaning before being filled. Although the equipment for this operation is fully automatic, the process is kept on semi-manual, as it's the human touch that's needed to supervise this part of the process. The soup is bottled in 1-litre jars, which adds to the sobriety of the packaging. Once the jars have been carefully filled, they are automatically and hermetically sealed. This ensures a guarantee of product freshness. And last but not least, a light spray of water cleans the jars and ends the ultimate cleaning process for the finishing touch. Once dry and clean, the jars are stocked in a large container, ready for sterilizing. This will ensure a long conservation of the product. But at the House of PERARD, we're always looking to improve. The factory has its own laboratory facilities, and it's here that tests and analysis are done. The quality is controlled at each step of the manufacturing process. And results are logged in a register. Each jar then goes through a vacuum check, which will guarantee a perfect seal. Before the final phase in the manufacturing chain comes the labelling process. This famous label, which is the manufacturer's distinguished seal and the guarantee of a name it now exports. Packed into cartons of 6 or 12, the jars of soup are distributed within the region, nationally, and now worldwide. PERARD not only exports, but sales are on the increase. PERARD has recently added a lobster and crab soup to its list, which is already enjoying considerable success. Once again, everything is done on the premises. The conditioning and manufacturing is as meticulous as it is for the fish soup. In order to enhance the flavour of their fish soup, PERARD has developed an accompanying sauce known as rouille, which complements the already excellent flavour. PERARD is a family-run business which holds its own within an industrial market and where a constant struggle is needed to stay at the top. Serge PERARD has been awarded the Regional Seal of Quality for his soup and entered into the Guinness Book of Records when it made 500 litres of crab soup, which of course delighted the people living in Boulogne. The PERARD production line is discreetly situated, and their restaurant is to be found in a prestigious area of the town. And has a reputation for the freshness of its sea products, and where fish, shellfish and soups are amongst the delicacies to be found on the menu. All served up in a boat-shaped platter.